Yo, what's up everybody? This is Junior Chicken here with another PokeVlog. I've got 38 hours and 5 minutes of gameplay into this game. And most of that time that I've spent since my last PokeVlog has been used to level up and evolve my Pokemon. I've got quite a bit of evolutions to talk about, so first off, I was able to evolve my Eevee into Leafeon, and I was able to get Cheeregg to about level 10 with an experience share alone. So eventually I took the experience share away and gave it a Soothe Bell so that it could actually gain happiness. But that may have been a mistake because Togepi is actually a very annoying Pokemon to fight with, being that its only viable attack is Metronome. Yeah, and it hasn't even spent as much time on my party as Bouquet has. So eventually Cheeregg had to take a bit of a rest. I was kind of tired once it got to level 20 it didn't even evolve. So I just let it walk around in my party a bit more, that's all. I was able though to get my Getzlaf to evolve from Ralts into Corellia. And then I got on to 215, which is pretty much raining all the time. I'd run into Abras, Kadabras, sometimes a Staravia or a Marill, and occasionally a Lickitung or a Scyther. I did catch a Scyther using a netball. I didn't give it a name though. There's actually a casino in Vilestone City, which is kind of surprising. There's just a bunch of slot machines where you can pay money to buy coins for you to use on those slot machines. I tried it out myself, and the game does help you out a little bit in getting maybe 100 coins or so. Other than that, nothing much special. I did give my Cheeregg some massages, and thankfully it was able to evolve eventually into Togetic. Also, while going through Mount Coronet, I actually ran into a Clefairy. I decided to catch it, and since it looks a lot like Kirby, I named it
Tinkle Popo.
Then I went to the Vilestone City gym to face Maylene, and her gym was actually pretty cool. It had a different type of puzzle this time, where you had punching bags that were suspended from tracks, and you could knock around punching bags to get them to knock over tire piles, which would clear your path so you could fight other trainers. I let confidence do most of the work, to be honest, and Maylene was a little challenging. I mean, confidence was able to take out her first two Pokemon, which were, I think, a Meditite and a Machoke, but her Lucario was the real challenge. I sent out Fiery Kong, and its Drain Punches and Force Palms were quite powerful. I was using most of my time trying to heal Fiery Kong so I could strike with the perfect attack, since Fire and Fighting does beat Lucario. So eventually I just wait until Lucario used the Metal Claw, which wouldn't do much, and thankfully I was able to beat Maylene. I can now use Fly outside of battle, and I also got the TM Drain Punch, which is a pretty good fighting attack. You get to recover health, which is always good. Then I had to help out Dawn because some Team Galactic runs stole her Pokédex, and of course we kicked their asses. Then this one investigator came with me into the Team Galactic's warehouse where I actually got the HM Fly. From there on, I just gave it to Confidence, and now Confidence can pretty much take me anywhere I've been before. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Team Galactic's main building is in Milestone City. But I haven't run into Darkrai yet. I then set up a new team of Pokemon so I could face Crasher Wake in Pastoria City. So I exchanged Psyduck, Cheeregg, and Getzlaf for Leafeon, Ellicat, and Bouquet. Bouquet was already at a pretty good level, but Leafeon and Ellicat still had some room to grow. I think I did give Ellicat an experience share since it still needed to learn an electric attack. Also, the path to Pastoria City was pretty annoying because you'd end up running into these Geodudes and Gravelers, which would just use self-destruct right off the bat, killing off your Pokemon. I know, it's annoying. Thankfully, once in a while you run into a Rhyhorn, but I was never interested in one of those, never caught them. Thankfully, did make it to the Valor Lakefront, where I did help this one lady get her hotel keys and bring them back to her. I think I got a special item for that. I did sleep at the hotel a few times. And then I went to the beach and fought some young trainers and some fishermen, and their Gyarados were freaking annoying because they had Dragon Rage, which would pretty much kill any of my weaker Pokemon. It was especially annoying for Ellicat since it was an electric type in the first place, which can kill a Gyarados. I did run into a few new Pokemon along the way, so I think I found some Shatoxes and some blue Shelloses this time, not like the pink ones up north. Thankfully, when I got to Pastera City, I was able to find that one move relearner guy where you could give heart scales to in order to get your Pokemon to learn moves that they should have had. And after I taught my Leafeon Razor Leaf, it could pretty much take on anything that it came up against. Ellicat did eventually evolve into Luxio, and it did learn Spark, meaning it actually had an electric move it could use. Along Route 210, when I was going back to Hardhome City because I caught myself a Krogunk and named it Killer Frog. I also was able to get to the Pokemon Mansion, although I didn't really go into the Garden Trophy that much because I'm still trying to figure out how you catch those rare Pokemon like Ditto, because Ditto can be useful for breeding purposes. While on that path, I was able to evolve Confidence into Staraptor, and it can learn Close Combat.
Which those other normal birds cannot.
Most of the time I was using the dozing app so I could try and find a Dawnstone on Route 210. And eventually, with some help from Bulbapedia, I was able to find one. And I got my Kirlia to evolve into Gallade. Now Getzlaf is one badass warrior. I was still going to Salacion Town pretty much every day so I could keep collecting heart scales. Most of the time, he was requesting Pokemon that I already had, so I just had to go to the Pokemon Center, boot up the PC, get the Pokemon I needed from the PC, bring it to him so he could give me the heart scale and maybe a few balls. However, once, he needed me to catch a Nose Pass. But I wasn't like...
More like no pass!
I decided to go into Mount Coronet to find one myself. I was able to catch one. I named it Compass, because it evolves into Probopass, and Probopass kind of looks like a compass. After some quite intensive training, I was able to evolve Ellicat into Luxray. I was also able to figure out how to use honey efficiently so it wouldn't go to waste. Just slather it on the tree, come back 6 hours later, and boom, there'll be a Pokemon waiting for you right there. However, most of the time, the Pokemon is pretty weak. Either a Wurmple or Combee, or worst of all, a Burmy. Do you know why Burmies are so bad? The only move they can learn is Protect, which made them really annoying to battle. Of course, I never caught one. But after practicing it for a few days, eventually I was able to catch a Heracross, and I named it BlueBeetle. You know, like they call Sonic Blue Blur and Mega Man Blue Bomber, let's call Heracross BlueBeetle. I did catch a Wurmple though, because the heart scale guy needed it for one of his articles. He also needed a Machoke right after that. Problem was, I had a Machop, but not a Machoke. So I spent most of my time that day on Route 215 training my champion so it could evolve into Machoke, which was pretty difficult because flying and psychic types beat fighting, and Staravia and Kadabras were frequently found there. I did eventually catch a Kadabra, which I've named Magic Kid, and after training so hard, not even using one rare candy, I was able to evolve champion into Machoke, show it to the heart scale guy so I could get one, and a few other balls, and yeah. And for TMs, I've been able to get Toxic, Sunny Day, Shockwave, Roost, Silver Wind, Payback, Swagger, and Trick Room, on top of the ones I mentioned earlier. Leafeon was also able to learn Synthesis, thus having a health recovery move, although it wouldn't like drain your health from your opponents. Bouquet also got a healing move too, called Ingrain. Thanks to the mover learner, Getzloff was able to learn Night Slash. Thus, it gives him a great advantage against ghost types already. And Champion has a set of all fighting moves. Vital Throw for a move that always hits. Revenge to take advantage of its slow speed. Seismic Toss to always inflict a certain amount of damage. And Karate Chop as just a basic fighting move. Yeah! So I'm in Hearthome City right now. No worries, I can get confidence to fly me to Pastoria City anytime I want. My team is pretty good. I got Leafeon at level 32 as well as Ellicat, who's female. Bouquet is at level 34. Bucktooth, my HM slave, is only at level 25. And my main man Fiery Kong and Confidence are at level 35. So what I plan to do now is just go to Pastoria City Gym and face Crasher Wake and beat him so that I can learn Surf outside of battle. Because Surf is practically the best HM out there. And hopefully I can get some more fighting Pokemon on my team for Kennel Cave City, I believe? Yeah, that's a Steel type gym leader there. And fighting beats Steel. So, yeah. Thanks for watching and I'll see you later.